welcome to Ask a Librarian today. I'm Erica Hill. I'm the Community Relations Coordinator here at the library, and I am talking to Anne-Marie Marchant, who is our Support Services Manager. And today we are talking about curbside, so we can answer other questions if you have them too, but we are specifically talking about our curbside pickup service. So first thing, can you walk us through the curbside process, how it works out?
Sure. So we started Curbside at the end of April, and we're so excited that this is something that we can now allow our patrons to do. Before I walk you through the process, I just wanted to give you a couple of statistics.
Oh, sure.
So as of today, Friday, we have scheduled 2,640 pickups. So we have had lots of interest in the service.
Yes.
And the service is not going to go away even once we reopen our doors. We think that it's something that our patrons will continue to want to utilize. Mm-hmm. So we're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, that was actually going to be one of our questions,
yeah.
I think, is are we stopping whenever the library doors reopen?
Nope, we're going to keep going. So the way the curbside model works is you as a patron would place holds on items that you're interested in checking out. Currently, you're wanting to put things on hold that are checked in because I can't go to Erica's house and take the things from her bookshelf to give to you. Yeah.
She's tried.
I mean, it doesn't work very well and I get in trouble. So just make sure you're putting holds on things that are actually checked in. That's where we can find them in the building and get them to you. Once you've placed those holds, you'll call our reference desk and they will schedule a pickup appointment for you. We ask that you give us 24 hours between placing your holds and actually coming to pick up the items because we have to go retrieve them from the shelves, check them out to your account, put them in the bags, get it all ready to go. And you know, we're only human, so it takes a little bit of time. So once you have scheduled your appointment, then you'll come to the library on the day that you've scheduled for, and we do them in 1 hour block increments. So say Erica's going to come on Tuesday at 10. She would have from 10 o'clock until 11 o'clock to come pick up her items. And once you come to the library, you'll pull into our north parking lot. You'll give us a phone call to our circulation department. The phone number is on the traffic cone, marking the spots that you can pull into. The circulation department will answer your call and then come bring your items out to the car. So once you're here, it's really a pretty quick in and out transaction. So we've had lots of people just over and over say, thank you so much for doing this. And so it's been really fun to take books to people's cars and see smiles again.
Yeah. So what happens, so let's say this is not remotely hypothetical, that one of my children has a colossal meltdown and I miss my pickup appointment between 10 and 11. Like I said, not that that would ever happen in my family or never. Any of our patrons' families, really. What do I do?
So if it's the same day, we still would have your items bagged up. So you could call us and just let us know you're going to come a little bit later that day. Mm-hmm. If it's not that same day, we've been checking the items back in so they're not on your account anymore, but putting them back on the hold shelves for you so that then you could just schedule another pickup appointment.
And how many days would I have before they would just go back to the shelves?
So once you've been notified for a hold, you have 4 days to come get them before the hold expires. Okay. So if we've checked them back in, you get an extension because then we're putting them back on hold for you. Right. But yeah, you do want to come in within that 4-day period so that it doesn't go away. There are some things where, say we haven't notified you that your hold is here yet, but you know that you're going to go out of town for the long weekend, or all of your items from last week all came in at the same time, and you just know that you're not going to get to these next things maybe quite soon enough. And this is something you can do in normal times. Mm-hmm. You could have already done this. But just if you didn't know, you can suspend your holds. So you can say, I don't want to pick up this particular item until June 14th. And it really just acts as a pause button on your account. So, or on that item. So if it does check out during that time, you hold your place, and then once your pause button comes back off, then it's not like you lose your place in line and you go to the bottom of the list.
Right. bump right back
You
in
bump
at the top.
right back in. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. So that's how Curbside works. We've had a couple specific questions. One is about book club sets. So people who had them on hold before we closed or have put them on hold since, are they able to check out book club sets through Curbside Pickup?
Yes, book club sets are checking out through Curbside. We aren't doing some of our specialty items like GoPro cameras from the Basement Creative Lab, our Discovery kits, our Chromebooks, our games, telescopes, things that can't fit in the book drop. We aren't putting out right now with Curbside. But book club sets, you can return all of the items in through the book drop. And I will mention book drops are open during our Curbside hours. So feel free to come return things during Curbside hours for that. But with book club sets, you schedule them slightly different than a regular hold. Our librarians that are on the book club team coordinate the efforts with book club sets. So what they've been doing is they're notifying the patrons a couple of days before their set would have been ready for them to pick up. So like in the question that someone gave on Facebook, they said, I have a set scheduled that I should be picking it up on June 1st. Is that still an option for me? And the answer is yes. You'll be notified by our book club team a couple days before, and they'll work with you on seeing if that book club set is actually currently available, because it might be at somebody else's house at the moment. And if it's not, they can help you maybe find another set that will work, or maybe we have some of the copies but not enough. Right. They'll work with you on working out details, but you'll be getting a notification. So for the person for June 1st, be looking for communication from us in the next couple days.
Awesome. Okay, I actually think that we answered this question about how long holds are good for. So if people put things on hold before we closed and they've come in for them, but they haven't been able to pick them up, they're probably just...
They have now expired. So the first day we did Curbside, we pulled like almost 3,000 items that day. So our hold shelves have been very, 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 very full. We've had tables up in the library to like deal with overflow. So we did decide last week that we had to start expiring holds. So unfortunately, things that you put on hold a long time ago have expired at this point. But feel free to put them back on hold again. If it's checked in, schedule a Curbside appointment and we'll get that to you. If it's checked out, you'll be on hold. So once it returns, you'll be in that queue.
That'll go. Okay, and we've had another question about how do I return baskets? So, and we can include that, like if you have a Discovery kit or you have I know there's a few pieces of audiovisual equipment that congratulations, you've gotten to use for the last 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. So for right now, where we're just doing Curbside, we're asking you to hold on to those specialty items. We can't take anything that won't go through the book drop. Once we do reopen, which we don't have an official reopening date yet, but it will be soon. At that point, if you're not comfortable coming in the building, which we recognize some people might still be nervous to come in the building, and that's fine. Keep using Curbside. If you need to return a basket or those specialty items and you just don't feel comfortable coming in the building, just pull into our Curbside slot, give us a call on the phone, and we can have someone run out and take those items. But I'm asking you to not do that until we reopen the doors. Continue holding on to things. I will let you know everything that's being returned is being quarantined for 3 days before we check it in. So if you bring something back through the book return and you notice it's still on your account, that's why we're quarantining, and then we're checking in so that holds will trigger and we can reshelve what's not on hold. No fines will be assessed through the month of June, so everything's still fine free. Right now, all checkout dates are set to June 15th. So you're welcome to return things through the book drop, but there's not a due date yet until June 15th. I do want to mention we won't be doing any curbside pickups on Monday because we'll be closed for Memorial Day. So if anyone's been trying to call today, I'm sure telling them Monday's not an option.
Yeah.
But
just to know. Okay.
Yeah. Have any other questions come in?
Have we had other questions? Do we know? No. I don't see any.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to think if I have any other questions.
Like I said, with our reopening date, we don't have that yet official, but once we do, we'll be announcing that through our social media channels. We'll be doing an email blast. We want to let everyone know we are working on plans. Every day we have meetings to talk about.
Every day we have meetings.
Yeah, just we want to make sure that we're making the best and safest decisions for our patrons and our staff. We're anxious to have our patrons back, but cautiously anxious.
Right.
I think just like everyone is, it's these uncertain times. We just don't know.
So,
But we will be announcing that soon.
yeah. Okay, great. So check out library materials through Curbside Pickup. It's really pretty painless. And if you have any more questions, let us know. Or if you have topics you'd like us to consider next week, just send them our way. Have a great weekend.